What if you could unlock memories of lives you lived before? What if your past wasn't just a story, but a living, breathing part of you, accessible right now? It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But what if I told you that this ability, known as retrocognition, is real? And in the next few minutes, you'll discover how ancient cultures and even modern science hint at its existence. Plus, I'll reveal simple techniques you can try to tap into your own past life echoes. Most of us think our memories start at birth. That's what they teach us in school. But what if that's just the surface? What if there's a hidden layer, a vast library of experiences waiting for you? You've probably felt it. That sudden, inexplicable feeling of déjà vu, or a strange fascination with a place you've never visited. You might even feel a deep connection to certain historical periods. You're not imagining things. This could be your subconscious reaching back. Ancient civilizations understood this better than we do. They didn't see life as a straight line. They saw it as a circle, a cycle. Think about the Egyptians. They built elaborate tombs and mummified their dead. Why? Because they believed the soul continued its journey. They prepared for it. They believed the spirit could carry memories. This wasn't just religious belief. It was practical knowledge for them. They saw the past as a guide. Picture this. It's a crisp autumn evening in the early 1970s. A young woman named Emily, living in Seattle, Washington, starts having vivid dreams. She dreams of a bustling marketplace, filled with strange smells and sounds. She sees herself wearing a long, flowing robe. She speaks a language she's never learned. Then, she sees a specific building, a grand temple with towering columns. She feels an overwhelming sense of familiarity. Emily starts researching ancient civilizations. She stumbles upon images of Roman temples. One building in particular matches her dream exactly. It's the Temple of Vesta in Rome, Italy. She feels a jolt. This is the place from her dreams. She feels the rough texture of the stone under her fingertips. She can almost taste the dry air. This is just the beginning of her journey into what could be a past life. Stop. Think about this. We're taught that our consciousness begins and ends with our current body. But what if consciousness is more like a river? It flows, it changes form, but the water itself is ancient. This is the core idea behind retrocognition. It's the ability to perceive past events, not just history from books, but events you personally experienced. It's like accessing a hidden hard drive within your soul. You've probably felt this yourself. That sudden, intense emotion tied to a specific place, or a deep, unexplainable skill you picked up with ease. You might have a talent for music, or a knack for languages, that feels innate. It's like your body already knows this. This isn't just talent, it's echoes from another time. This changes everything you thought you knew about your own potential. Let's talk about the hidden knowledge. For centuries, this ability was cultivated. It was considered sacred. Mystics, shamans, and spiritual leaders all claimed to access past lives. They used meditation, trance states, and ritual. They understood that the mind could transcend time. This knowledge was often kept secret. It was the truth they didn't want you to know. Why? Because it empowers you. It shows you you're more than just this one lifetime. Now, let's dive deeper into the scientific angle. While mainstream science is still catching up, some researchers have explored these phenomena. Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychiatrist at the University of Virginia, spent decades studying children who claimed to remember past lives. He documented thousands of cases. He meticulously researched the details. He looked for verifiable facts. He found children who could describe specific details of a past life. They named people, places, and events. Many of these details were later confirmed. Remember, this detail will be important later. Stevenson's work isn't about belief, it's about documented cases. He found that these memories often came with birthmarks or defects. These marks corresponded to wounds or injuries from the claimed past life. It's chilling, isn't it? The physical body seemingly carrying the scars of a previous existence. Imagine you're a young boy, maybe 5 years old, living in India. Let's call him Ravi. It's around 1955. Ravi lives in a small village. He suddenly starts talking about another life. He insists he lived in a city called Delhi. He talks about a specific street, a particular shop. He describes his family there. His parents are confused. They don't know what to make of it. Ravi becomes distressed if they don't acknowledge his memories. He keeps talking about a traumatic event, a car accident. He remembers the make and model of the car. He remembers the location. His parents, desperate, decide to travel to Delhi. They search for the street Ravi described. They find the shop. They find the family he spoke of. And then, they find old newspaper archives. They discover a news report from the time Ravi mentioned. It details a fatal car accident. The victim was a man who lived on that very street. The details match Ravi's story perfectly. He even had a birthmark on his chest, similar to a wound described in the accident report. It's a powerful connection. Wait, let that sink in. These aren't just vague feelings. These are specific, verifiable details. This is where the paradigm shift happens. If these cases are real, then our understanding of life, death, and memory is fundamentally flawed. It suggests that consciousness isn't confined to a single lifespan. It's a continuous stream. Most people have no idea about this. They live their lives thinking it's all they have. Now, let's get into the conspiracy angle. Why isn't this common knowledge? Why don't schools teach this? Some believe that powerful institutions want to keep us in the dark. They want us to believe we are isolated beings. They want us focused on this single life. Fear of death is a powerful control mechanism. If you knew that your consciousness could continue, that you've lived before, you'd be less afraid. You'd be more empowered. They don't want you to know this because it breaks their hold. It's the truth they don't want you to know. Think about declassified government programs. Projects like MKUltra explored altered states of consciousness. They experimented with memory manipulation. While their methods were often unethical, they hinted at the mind's untapped potential. They were trying to control it. But what if these abilities are natural? What if they can be unlocked by anyone? Let's look at another case. This one is from the United States. It involves a woman named Joyce, living in California in the 1980s. Joyce began experiencing intense phobias. She was terrified of water, especially large bodies of water. She couldn't even watch movies with ocean scenes. She felt a suffocating panic. It was irrational. She couldn't explain it. Then she started having flashes, images of a sinking ship, cold, dark water. Screaming. She saw herself struggling, unable to breathe. She felt the icy grip of the ocean. One day, while looking at historical photos, she saw a picture of the Titanic. The date flashed in her mind. April 15, 1912. She felt a profound terror. She saw herself on the deck of the ship. She remembered the freezing water. She remembered the specific moment of impact. She felt the terror of drowning. This experience was so overwhelming she felt like she was there. The details were incredibly vivid. She felt the cold seeping into her bones. She smelled the salt in the air. It was a powerful, visceral memory. She realized her phobia wasn't random. It was a direct result of a past trauma. This changes everything. If you're still watching, you're probably sensing something deeper. You're connecting the dots. You're realizing that your life might be a chapter in a much larger book. These stories aren't isolated incidents. They are part of a pattern hidden in plain sight. Now, let's connect this to you. Have you ever felt a strange connection to a historical period? Maybe the Victorian era or ancient Egypt. You might find yourself drawn to certain music, art, or fashion from specific times. You might enjoy historical documentaries and feel like you already know the story. You're not just interested. You feel a resonance. It's like a faint echo calling to you. Your body already knows this. Consider the concept of quantum entanglement. While it's usually applied to subatomic particles, some theorists suggest similar principles might apply to consciousness. Could our consciousness be entangled across different lifetimes? It's a mind-bending idea. Scientists accidentally discovered entanglement. They saw how particles could be linked, no matter the distance. What if our souls are entangled across time? This is the deeper implication. Let's talk about the evidence. we have ancient texts. The Vedas in India speak of reincarnation. Ancient Greek philosophers like Plato discussed the soul's journey. These aren't just myths, they are records of deep understanding. Archaeological discoveries sometimes unearth artifacts that seem out of place. They hint at advanced knowledge we've lost. NASA findings, while focused on space, sometimes touch upon the nature of reality that could support these ideas. Military research, like the Stargate project, explored psychic phenomena, including remote viewing. They saw glimpses of what's possible. The most compelling evidence comes from the children themselves, like the case of Shanti Devi. She was born in 1936 in Delhi, India. At the age of 4, she began speaking about her previous life. She claimed to be a woman named Lugdi Devi. Lugdi Devi had died in childbirth in a town called Mathura, about 70 miles away. Shanti Devi described her husband, her home, and even specific details about her death. Her parents were skeptical. They tried to dismiss her claims. But Shanti Devi persisted. She gave so many accurate details that her parents eventually agreed to take her to Mathura. They contacted Lugdi Devi's husband, Kedarnath. When Shanti Devi arrived, she recognized Kedarnath immediately. She spoke about intimate details of their married life. She even mentioned a specific event where Kedarnath had broken a vase. Kedarnath was astonished. He confirmed the vase incident. Shanti Devi then led them to her former home and described its layout, which matched perfectly. She even identified relatives she'd never met in this life. This case is incredibly well documented. It's one of Stevenson's most famous examples. It's a powerful testament to the possibility of past life memories. You see, the surface level is that Shanti Devi was a confused child. The hidden truth is that she was recalling specific, verifiable memories from a past life. The deeper implication is that our consciousness can indeed carry over, influencing our current existence in profound ways. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Have you ever felt a deep, inexplicable connection to a particular historical period? Perhaps you have an affinity for ancient Rome, or a fascination with medieval knights. You might find yourself drawn to certain music, art, or even food from that era. You feel a sense of belonging, a feeling that you've been there before. This isn't just a passing interest, it's a resonance. It's a whisper from your past. This is where the veil is lifting. We're moving beyond the limitations of our current understanding. We're starting to see the bigger picture. The universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we imagine. Your body already knows this. Your intuition is a guide. You just need to learn to listen. So how do you access these past life memories? It's not about fantasy. It's about practical techniques. This information was almost lost. But now it's becoming accessible again. Only a few people truly understand how to tap into this. Here are 3 specific steps you can try. First, meditation. Find a quiet space. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. As you relax, gently bring to mind a question about your past. Don't force it, just be open. Imagine yourself in a calm, safe space. You might see images, feel emotions, or hear whispers. Just observe without judgment. This is about creating the inner stillness needed for the subconscious to surface. Second, visualization. Picture a staircase. Each step represents a layer of your consciousness going back in time. As you descend, imagine yourself becoming younger. Go back before your birth. Keep going. Explore the feeling of being in different times. Don't try to force specific memories. Just allow whatever comes to surface. You might feel a connection to a specific object, a person, or a place. Embrace it. This technique helps you bypass the conscious mind. Third, past life regression. This is best done with a trained professional. They guide you into a deep trance state. They help you access memories safely. They can help you understand the lessons from those lives. This can be incredibly healing. It can help resolve current life issues. It's a powerful way to get clarity. It's like unlocking a hidden part of yourself. Remember this detail, it'll be important later. The key is patience and openness. Don't get discouraged if you don't have dramatic visions immediately. These are subtle energies. You're building a connection. The truth they don't want you to know is that you are an eternal being. Your current life is just one experience. This realization is incredibly empowering. It can free you from fear. It can give you a new perspective on your challenges. It can unlock hidden talents. It can help you understand your relationships. It changes everything. You might be wondering, what's the ultimate purpose of all this? Why would we live multiple lives? The deeper truth is that each life is a lesson. We come back to learn, to grow, to evolve. We experience different roles, different challenges. We learn compassion, wisdom, and love. Your body already knows this. Your soul remembers the journey. If you're still watching, you're probably sensing something deeper. You're realizing the vastness of your own being. You're not just this one person. You're a soul with a history that can inform your present. So what's the profound implication? You are not limited to this one lifetime. Your potential is far greater than you imagine. You have access to a wealth of experience. This knowledge can transform your life. It can free you from limitations. It can inspire you to live more fully. Ask yourself, what fears might be rooted in past traumas? What talents might be echoes from previous lives? What lessons are you here to learn again? This changes everything you thought you knew about yourself. It's a journey of self-discovery that spans lifetimes. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And if you think that's incredible, wait until you hear about the connection between past lives and parallel realities. Are we just accessing our own past, or are we tapping into other timelines entirely? That's a mystery for another time. But for now, start exploring your own inner history. The answers are waiting.